Hi everyone, Tim here, and in this video I want to do a quick book review on a terrific book that I just finished. Here's the book. The name of the book is, let's see if we can see it here, Crushing It by a guy named Gary Vaynerchuck. I think most of you probably know who Gary Vaynerchuck is. Seems like he's everywhere. He's all over the internet. He's on TV a lot. Gary is one of the main proponents of digital media and social media marketing. He's a character. He's definitely a serial entrepreneur. He's an unapologetic self-promoter. He's a great communicator, great marketer. He travels around the country now doing keynote speeches and showing people how they can take advantage and monetize social media. So it's a terrific book. We'll talk more about that in a second. But just wanted to tell a little bit about Gary's background. He started as a teenager working in his father's liquor store, and Gary saw the opportunity of growing that business via the internet, and so he started a website. The website is called winelibrary.com. It's still in existence. It's still moving forward. And he grew that business. At the time, it was a $4 million a year business, and he grew it into a $60 million a year business before he left it. And he was, the timing was right. He had the vision. He saw the opportunity. So he started out with email campaigns to clients, just giving information and valuable content, things like that. That led to advertising the liquor store on Google via Google ads. It was the early onset of Google ads. The ads were really inexpensive and powerful, and they just exploded everything. So fast forward to today, Gary is the CEO and president and owner of a company called Apio Media. It is a large digital media company. It's a holding company. He has lots of subsidiary companies underneath. He has a very successful, very huge digital media, social media marketing agency, and Gary's terrific. I've been following Gary for about 8 years now. Follow him on YouTube a lot. He's just always giving and giving lots of content, lots of good information. He's good at seeing trends and where everything's going. But the big thing that I like about Gary Vaynerchuk is that he is a die-hard New York Jets fan, and I am a die-hard New York Jets fan. And Gary has said publicly many, many times that his long-term goal is to own the New York Jets, and I am thrilled. I wish him the most success. Buy his book and help him get to that goal. But that's one of the really cool things. So, who should read this book? This book, I think, is targeted to mostly anybody, but specifically, I think it's very valuable for people who, may be stuck in a job that they really don't like, and always dreamed of maybe doing something on the side, starting their own business, maybe out of the house, and really just didn't know, the steps to take and what to do and how to do it, but had a dream, had a passion, had a hobby that they just wanted to see if they can monetize and grow. And then I think the other audience for this book is really just people who, may want to just know more about what the heck this whole social media, digital media thing is all about, and where it's headed, and maybe they can jump on board. So the book has a wide audience, and I think everybody should read the book, and it makes a good Mother's Day gift or Father's Day gift. Yeah, I'm going to give it to my wife. So anyway, what's the book about? Well, Crushing It is the name of the book, and it's really a follow-up book on Gary's first best-selling book, and that book was called simply Crush It. And it was a New York Times bestseller, and I think he published it back in 2009. And it was really the first book that kind of told everybody about social media, the principles of social media, why social media was important, and why it was going to change our lives, and obviously change our lives, change the way we do business. And so, 9 years later, he comes out with this book, Crushing It. Now, in the first book, Crush It, Gary talks about the principles of social media, which are really different than the principles of traditional kind of marketing. And I'll give you an example. Gary believes that you should not overtly pitch your business to people, right? People hate to be sold, but they love to buy. So social media should be more about you giving value out to your target audience, give them information that they'd be interested in, give them solutions that maybe solve a problem for them, and don't pitch your business. Make yourself an expert. Make people want to follow you. Put out valuable content. Build your brand by giving. Again, the more you give, the more you get. So in part one of Crushing It, Gary talks about, it's kind of mindset kind of stuff, and I know that sounds boring, but trust me, Gary does not do anything boring. And it's about how you set a foundation and kind of figure out everybody's a little different. Everybody has a different path that they're going to follow. And just, kind of tell everybody that the principles of the book Crush It back in 2009 still apply today in 2019. And so he kind of reiterates and talks about those kind of things as well. The second part of the book is talking to people about the different social media, digital media platforms, whether it be Facebook and Google and YouTube and Instagram and Snapchat and so on and so forth. I think he goes through 13 different platforms and kind of describes the power behind each platform, because they're each a little bit different, and it kind of depends on where your audience is hanging out. Gary believes it's all about getting people's attention, on this little device here, which has changed everybody's lives. And the cool thing that it intertwined in the book, he shares real-world stories or case studies of entrepreneurs who read the Crush It book and adopted the principles that he was preaching back in those days and incorporated them into building their businesses. And very, very interesting, very different stories, all having similar pathways to the end. And I will tell you, some of the things that I tell you about Gary Vaynerchuk, he believes in hard work. He has an uncompromising work ethic. He believes in personal sacrifice to move forward with your goals. So there's a lot of that built into it. And so the book is just terrific. And so I give it a big thumbs up. I give it a 5-star rating. I think it's a book, if you're interested in building a business, even if you already own a business, even if you work for a company, this book, you can take the principles of this book and grow your existing business. You can help grow the company that you work for. It's a terrific book. Go out and get it online. And that's all I have to say about that. Enjoy it. In the meantime, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.